and I wrote a poem called Innocent Black Men. Because of that, I haven't performed it anywhere yet. I'm probably going to perform it at one of the poetry slams here in Toronto.
Now, there would be a good thing for you to do now that the Black Man issue being carded in Toronto. Why don't you do a poem on a poetry about the carding of Black men in Toronto? As that seems to be in the news a lot lately. What do you feel about that? I mean, as a person on the other side looking in, and I mean about Black men being carded and targeted by the police in Toronto.
Well, I have a son. So I fear for him all the time. I always try to encourage him to, be respectful to police officers if, anything were to happen or he happens to be in any sort of trouble. But I sleep sound knowing that my son, he's not the type of young man to be on the road. He's usually a housebound individual. But as for the young men that are on the road and are getting carded, it's a shame, especially if they're innocent and not doing anything. And you know what I mean? They're only being carded because they're Black. And discrimination of any kind is deplorable. You know what I mean? And, I should only hope these young Black men, keep themselves as safe as possible. You know what I mean? If you're in a situation where there is too much of noise or people or ruckus or fighting or whatever, remove yourself from the situation. You know what I mean? Just don't leave yourself open for them to have to say anything about you.
Okay. Now, do you listen to other poets? Who is your favorite poet?
Maya Angelou.
Okay. Why is it that you like Maya Angelou?
I like the way. First of all, I love her voice.
Okay.
And I love the message that she sends, and I like the way that she's able to write poetry freely. Like she'll see someone on the road and she can make up a poem about them. Like the other day, someone said to me, "You have divine attributes."
Can you do something for us right now?
Would you like to hear divine attributes?
Yes. Would you guys like to hear a little bit from Bop Dionne? Let's hear it. Yes, I think we'd like to hear that.
Okay. Divine attributes. Look into my eyes, and you will see where my spirit lies. Hold me by the hand, and in friendship let our spirits devise a better plan. For I can hear the rapture in your soul like music to my ears. I will share with you a smile and help wipe away your tears. You need not explain for that which you are here. I will comfort you in time through your bitter pains and fears. I will share with you the joy and the love of being here. Life is a perfect gift that God has put for us to bear. He extends his love through me like a fire to a flame. Let us move you with his powers to another spiritual plane. Let us touch you in your heart, mind, body, and soul. Our journey's just begun, and we can achieve our goals. So I hope by now you've come to realize the Spirit of God that moves me and makes my attributes divine.
Thank you so much, Bop Dionne. Wow, that was amazing, and that was from the heart. I could feel it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I could feel it, you guys. I could feel it. Now, where do we find you? Like, are you actively working now?
You can find me at the Drake Hotel.
Okay.
They put on a poetry slam every other weekend.
Okay.
You can look them up on Toronto TPS, Toronto Poetry Slam. You can find me on YouTube. Okay. I'm under Dionne, Bird of Paradise.
Okay.
I volunteer down by the Redwood. I'm getting ready to put out a play, theatrical production called I Am in the Span Sunrise.
Oh, wow.
And it's to encourage and empower women of all ages, you know, to basically stand up for themselves and to say no and to say don't touch me and to have that voice where you can speak out and just, you know, let your voice be heard. So it's a play based on my book that I have out called I Am in the Span. It's called In the Span of a Sunrise.
In the Span
In
of
the
a Sunrise.
Span of a Sunrise. It's on Lulu.com by Dionne, the Bird of Paradise. And you can also find me on Instagram. I'm Bird of Paradise 66. You can find me on Facebook. You keep calling the Bop Dionne. That's on Facebook. That's Bop Dionne Samuel.
Okay, Bop Dionne Samuel, everybody.
And as for the play, I want to have it out by early fall of next year. I'm still, you know, getting people and whatnot for that.
Okay.
And yeah.
What do you say to the haters that don't like poetry? What do you say to them?
Well, see, poetry engulfs a lot of things. Singing, you know, songs have words that rhyme and are poetic. Rapping is also a form of poetry. Singing is a form of poetry. You know, we are all poetry in motion, as far as I'm concerned.
I've heard that.
Yeah, we are all poetry in motion. So to say that you don't like poetry is to say you don't like yourself, or you don't like your environment, you don't like music, you don't like rap, you don't like singing. All of that within itself is poetry. You know what I mean? Dancing is poetry. Any way that of which you express yourself in the physical, in the verbal, in the spiritual, for me, all of that is poetry. Poetry you make it.
So now, did you learn to speak the word of poetry? This is all personal experience, or does this come from you? The way you speak so eloquently and so clear that is it something that your mother taught you, or your grandmother?
It's funny. Like I said, I grew up in New York. I was born in Jamaica, but I grew up in New York City. And when I lived in Jamaica, I used to be on a show called Ring Ding.
Ring Ding.
Ring Ding. I don't know if you ever.
I'll look it up. Though.
You got to look it up. So there's Miss Lou.
Miss Lou on Ring Ding.
I'm Mas Charlie. Now Miss Lou and
Mas Charlie.
Miss Lou and Mas Charlie have passed, but Miss Lou is one of Jamaica's national heroes. She's the one that made it okay and acceptable to speak patois and to speak in your tongue, your dialect. Because a lot of times we were told, no, you can't speak like that because it sounds better. But she encouraged the speaking of patois, and a lot of her poetry were done in patois dialect. So as a child, I used to have to learn those poems for church. So when they had the big events, Easter and Christmas, all the Sunday school children then would have to learn one of the poems out of Miss Louise Bennett's book. I give you one called Love Letter.
Okay.
Love Letter is based on a young man or woman in Jamaica writing a letter to their sweetheart in what they call foreign.
Okay.
What Jamaicans like to call foreign. Now, foreign is three places: Canada, America, and England. Fine. All right. So I usually like to do it like this. My darling love, my little dove, my dumpling, my gazada, my sweet Sue, I go for you like whole fly go for sugar. As I put my pen to paper and my pen lips start to fly. Remember the first day you catch me eye. You didn't just come off a tram car. A bus was to your right. A car swift by your left side. You turn up tiff with fright. Your mouth drop, your jaw open just like when Chaka start. And my heart go booga booga. And me know what make my bond. No scan me little letter love. No laughter after me, me landing not too good, what me can't spare, me draw. The thing in the corner with the freckles is my heart. And the plate of yam and saltfish me that will never part. You see how me draw the two face them, they look upon one another. Well, one is me and one is you. Take anyone you rather. It's not a cockroach foot this. It's a finger with a ring. And it means I want to marry you. This line is piece of string. Take it, put upon your wedding finger, upon your wedding hand. Careful, get the right size and give it to this woman. The woman is me, no sweet rice. Keep swell till I see you next. Accept my young heart while I close with love and bonds of X. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That was beautiful.
Yeah, that was by Louise Bennett. Gotta give credit, Louise Bennett. And from there, I started, that's how I'm able to remember them. Because when you were performing or doing a Louise Bennett poem, you don't look too socky reading it off the page. You got to put a little emphasis and a little drama into it. So as a poet now, you will never see me stand on stage and read off of a tablet or out of my phone or off of paper or anything like that. I always try that.
Oh, well, wonderful. What would you tell the young people coming up today about wanting to be part of the life of poetry? What is it? What should they expect? What like we know that can you make money from this? Is there
actually, you can make money from it. The top pinnacle, I guess, of being a poet would be to win a Pulitzer Prize for poetry, for writing, and another thing you can do. There's a lot of shows where you can enter slams, and if you win the show, there's money. There's a lot of writing competitions on the internet. All you have to do is look up poetry, writing contests, and there's many different contests out there. They ask for comical poetry or prose or whatever, and yeah, man, you can do some stuff or write a book, compilate your stuff and write a book.
So we can find you at the Drake.
You can find me at the Drake. You can find me at the supermarket. You will find me on my own stage with the play I Am His Fan.
Now, can you just remind the audience what you have coming up and what Dionne Bop is planning now? Tell our audience what you're planning now and how they should get involved if they want to be involved or come see you. Exactly, like you say, you have a show that you're writing now.
Yeah, I have a
Is
show.
it the life of poetry, or is it just about you? Or
Actually, like I said, it's a play about empowerment of women.
Okay.
It's based on the I am theory. Who are you? What do you bring to the table? What speaks loudest from your soul? What is your I am? Is basically what I'm asking.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I am a poet. I'm a hairstylist. I'm a mother and a sister. What do you bring to the table? And like I said, it's to for women to rise up and just have a voice and have a good time singing and. Because I wanted the play is going to be a call back, call and response. Okay. So the audience will be involved. I'll give them instructions in order to help them help me say the poem.
Well, that's it. That's great. Audience participation.
Participation.
What's the age range of the people that come to see you that like poetry? What's the age range?
Usually anywhere from. From about 13, 14, I've seen, because they have like a younger poets group, that the youth poetry that get together, and you'll find anywhere from, I guess, 16 on up to 20 something, and then.
What's the background? Are they just all black people?
No, it's a diverse. You'd be surprised from the very old to the very young. Comes out and enjoys poetry, you know what I mean?
So, on your final thoughts, what is it that you think people should know understand about poetry and understand about Bop Dionne and what's the message that you'd like for the world to understand? What is it that what message that you want to tell the people about poetry and about you as Bop Dionne?
Well, poetry is a personal and very spiritual and emotional sense of expressing oneself.
Okay.
You know, and for me, maybe the things that I might not be able to say to you, you know, just by talking to you now, I might be able to go home and better articulate it so that I can get everything out. Because I find a lot of times when we try to conversate with people, they talk over you and you talk over them, and no one ever really listens, you know. But how much more do you listen when I write it out? You know, and I can maybe even give it to you and you read it and take it in. You know what I mean? Or you come and you see me perform, and like I said, a lot of times things I've orated to people, it touches them. It touches them on a, you know, depends on what they're going through. You know, if they're going through a breakup, it touches them on an emotional level. If they're trying to find some inspiration, it touches them on a spiritual level. If they need some consciousness, it touches them on a conscious level. Because I speak to all those genres of topics that, you know, is in media. You know.
Okay, I'd like for you, on the final thoughts on the show, I'm going to just say thank you for being on my show today.
Thank you very much for having me.
We have the incredible Bop Dionne. Can you do a little something for us to take us out?
Take us out? Okay.
Yeah, to take us out.
Well, since this is Christmas.
It's Christmas, everybody.
And everybody wants, you know, they're all wishing on the star, and they want some stuff for Christmas. So this one's called Make a Wish.
Talk to our audience.
All right. Make a wish. Strive for the best. Live your life to the fullest. Put yourself to the test. For you can be whatever you want to be. For life is yours and you are free. Climb the highest mountain. Never settle for less. Be as strong as you are. Never let yourself rest. Make a wish now. Build your dreams up high as you can, as high as the sky. Make a wish now, for your dreams can come true. For your life is your challenge and your dreams are your tools. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Bop Dionne. Thank you.
No
That was
problem.
amazing. That was great. That was great. Thank you, everyone, for joining me here on the Stephanie Stevens Show. Be sure to tell all of your friends about the Stephanie Stevens Show, and be sure to share our links with everybody. We will have this episode of the Stephanie Stevens Show with the fabulous Bop Dionne on Saturday, December 14th. We will have it on YouTube, so be sure to share the link. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And happy holidays.
Happy
and
New
Happy
Year.
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, everybody. Bye.